What up, YouTube? This is Steven, and I'm back with some news regarding Miss Utada Hikaru. So this one is for you Utada tots out there. Alright, so Arama Japan did an article, and in the article, pretty much, it revolves around a rumor. And the rumor is that, well, let me just read the title for you. That'll clear everything up. The title is Utada Hikaru, rumored to resume activities in spring. Of this coming, well, I guess spring of the upcoming year. So yeah, all the Utada types probably were like, oh my god, just going crazy over this news. They're about to just, do some cartwheels and jumping jacks and just act a bloody fool over Utada coming back into the industry, and no judgment, no judgments. But let me read the article and let me give my thoughts and opinions as I go, and I'll give my thoughts and opinions at the end as well. All right, here we go. All right. Back in 2010, Utada Hikaru announced her indefinite hiatus from the music industry so that she could live a regular life outside of the spotlight. And she probably did this because you Utada tots probably would not let her rest. Y'all just wanted more and more. You guys are terrible. I'm joking. But yeah, she probably just this, wanted a break though, Today, it was announced that she plans to return to the industry this spring. So somewhere, somehow, it was announced that Utada's gonna come back, y'all. And I know folks was going crazy. Let's see, what else next? Her return is prompted by the death of her mother, her marriage, and the recent birth of the couple's first child. Utada returns to the industry. Well, Utada's return to the industry will be done in a spectacular fashion featuring numerous tie-ins. Okay, so that's interesting. So they're saying, I guess rumored, at least that when she comes back, it's going to be like a big, spectacular, thing. It's going to be a big media frenzy, perhaps. They're going to build it up. And I don't blame them for doing that since she's been going for so long. And to an extent, I even think that it should be like that because the fans have been waiting and doing some more waiting and then getting excited when she released a little song here or there during her hiatus. Then waiting some more. And then, hearing some news about Utada like, oh, she got married. Okay, that's nice. When you gonna make some new music? Oh, you have a child. That's awesome. So when you're coming back to the industry, so the fans have been waiting for Utada. You're right, and because of that, I think that she should do this in like a really like big spectacular way, versus what I heard some people saying that maybe she was going to do, a surprise release, and pull a quote unquote Beyonce. Some people did sort of throw that out there, Wikipedia. And I'm like, I could see Utada doing that, but I don't think, on one hand, I think it could work. On the other hand, I don't think she should do it. And here's my reasoning. Again, the fans have been waiting for so long, for like 5 years. So a surprise release kind of seems like you're kind of skipping over doing some of the things that you kind of, to an extent, owe to your fans, like the live promotional performances, the interviews, the award show appearances, documentaries, perhaps, TV specials, things like that. But on the other hand, if she wants to avoid those things, which it seems like Utada is somewhat like that, who kind of like she just wants to like, perform on a live stage and not have to do like the, the music videos and the photo shoots and the, award show appearances and things like that. So in that case, she may do a surprise release instead, because I'm pretty sure this album is expected to sell like tons and tons and tons of copies. Like right out the gate, this album could probably sell like 1 million copies, like in its first week at least, you know, or like really, it could probably be certified 1 million seller in its first week or two, probably a week. But again, I think she owes it to her fans to do the big media frenzy build up thing. All right, let's move on to the next part. As previously reported several times, she is currently working on new music. The birth of her son caused her to temporarily halt making new music, but she has since returned to work, readying an album for release this coming spring, or at least that's the rumor. In April, one song from this album will serve as the theme song for a new large-scale drama, while another will serve as the theme song for a news program. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that news programs had theme songs. That's interesting. So, all right, they're giving us like, you know, the rumored strategy of her comeback. You know, she's gonna use some songs to promote. You know, use a song to give it to like a drama, so they can use it as their theme song. Then give a song to a news program, so they can use it as their theme song. And you know, she had to stop working on her album for a minute because she had became a mom. And when you become a parent, you gotta reprioritize things. You know. Let's see what else is next here. All right, Utada announced her hiatus in 2010, saying that in 2011 she would take a break from the music industry for "quote unquote" human activities. You know, I guess just, you know, living life pretty much. You know, she just wants to experience life, and perhaps to an extent she wasn't doing that because she was so into her work and into the industry. So that's probably why she did the break. You know. At that time, she said that living a regular human life would allow her to experience things and evolve as a person as well as an artist. I believe that to be true. It'll give her more life experiences to write about, you know? Um, as well, it will help her really just kind of have something outside of the industry, because that's important, you know? Your whole life can't be the industry, because you're not always going to be the number one thing, the it chick, it dude, whatever you want to call it. So you do need to have something outside of, you know, the celebrity, the industry, because if you don't, then you may end up like a lot of the celebrities end up like on drugs, like going crazy, having mental issues. Um, yeah, just, you know, trying to self-medicate the wrong way, you know. And that happens because their whole life was celebrity, but the celebrity left, you know, it disappeared from their life. So it's like, I have nothing. Like, what do I do? You know? Let's see. Utada stated that this hiatus could last 2 to 5 years or even more. Yikes. How long does it take for you to go on your hiatus, Utada? You know? How long does that take? Alright. During her hiatus, Utada released Sakura Nagashi, the theme song for the 2012 film Vigilante Shin Giki Jouban Q. Yeah. Yeah. Whatever that be. Whatever that be. Okay. Next. The release, however, was not seen as the cessation of her hiatus. During this period of human activities, several eventful things happened in her life. Her mother, Inca singer Keiko Fuji, fell to her death from a Tokyo apartment building in August 2013. The resulting funeral was Utada's first public appearance in 2 years and 8 months. So yeah, that was a horrific thing that Utada had to experience as a loved one of someone who does that, you know. And you know, it's like words can't describe how terrible that is to have to go through that. So again, my heart goes out to Utada definitely for having to experience something like that. Side note, however, This one singer who I found out about recently, like she wound up catching some flack because when this event happened with the death of Utada's mom, like this singer had said, I wish to write a song about this. And then people kind of came for her because they're like, you're being insensitive to Utada. And I believe that's true. If anyone's going to write a song about this, it should be Utada. She's the only one who really has a right to write about this, other than maybe her husband, which is Utada's dad, perhaps, I guess. But yeah, um, perhaps that will be sort of a song in her upcoming on her upcoming album where she kind of goes into that and sort of expresses her feelings about that, But then again, maybe not. Maybe it's just too painful for her to, sing and write a song about it. I don't know. Either way it goes, more power to Utada. And, what can I say? Like, live on for yourself, Utada, and continue on for your mother as well. All right. Next. The following February, Utada shocked people by announcing her plans to marry an Italian bartender whom she met while living in London, named Francisco, or either Francesco Caliano. And people were probably shocked for a couple of reasons. First, the dude ain't Japanese. Second, the dude ain't really got much money from what I hear, just a regular dude, And third, they was probably like, why are you in London, Utada? Where'd that come from? But yeah, I guess apparently for some reason Utada wants to marry this dude. Really, to keep it real, this dude probably should have just been like, like a drive-by, what some people call it, kind of like Utada just go in, get what she want and leave. Some people also call it doing charity work, when you date someone whose status is, significantly lower than yours. Especially when it comes to a woman being a higher status than a dude. So, this should have just been like a little charity thing, Tana just goes in, get what she want, hit it and quit it and, leave. Do a drive-by and leave. Get the D and go. But apparently she wants to kind of like turn this into a full-fledged relationship. Since they're married and have a kid, I guess, she want to make it work. But I'm like, kind of like we kind of went through this already to an extent with like Britney Spears and Kevin Federline, though. But sometimes you just got to go through things yourself, I guess. But again, what do I know? This relationship may last until the end of time for all I know. So, let me stop judging and continue on to the next part of this article. The couple married in Italy that May. She surprised people again by announcing the birth of the couple's son this past July, a pregnancy which was unknown to the public. Yeah, so she kept that under wraps, her pregnancy. So if she can keep a pregnancy under wraps, then I'm pretty sure she can keep an album under wraps and do a surprise release. No problem there. All right, next. A few days ago, Utada updated her Twitter for the first time in nearly 5 months. In the tweet, she spoke about her life as a parent. The tweet became a hot topic. People were like, oh my God, Utada's talking about, motherhood and parenthood. I love you, Utada. When you making new music. That's pretty much it. Utada Hikaru remains a popular figure with the public, so her return to great success looks imminent. That is true. People are still checking for Utada, after 5 years. Some people can be gone for like, 6 months and they like we done moved on to the next thing already. But not Utada, Utada has cemented herself within the fabric of J-pop, within the fabric of Japanese pop music culture. And that is definitely good for Utada. All right. Next, Utada's father and Utada's people do a rebuttal to the rumors that are circulating around. And this article is extremely short and straight to the point, so I'll read it quickly and get my thoughts and opinions. Again, I don't want to take up too much of your time. Already taking up enough. So Utada's father was basically like, you guys, chill, calm down. Like, Utada can't come out and play right now. She won't be able to come out and play in the spring. That's just, a rumor that folks were spreading around. But she will be able to come out and play soon after she finishes her chores. Um, but it definitely won't be spring though. All right. So let me read this article. So it's like Utada's father and website denies rumors of her comeback. Earlier this week, rumors surfaced that Utada Hikaru would be making her return to music this coming spring. Sources said that a new album would be released and that songs from the album would have high-level tie-ins. As I mentioned before, these rumors have been proven to be false. Her father, Utada Teruzane, took to Twitter yesterday to dismiss these rumors. Alright, so this is serious when your daddy taking to Twitter to dismiss rumors. I didn't really expect Utada's dad to be like, social media savvy. Good for him. Does he have a social media following as well? Because I kind of see him as more like an old school singer, songwriter, musical artist, and his audience will be maybe older and not so up on social media. But hey, if it works, if it's working for him, do it. All right. He said that she is still continuing with her hiatus, but that she is currently working on music. So again, Utada, I like really they just need in the dictionary. When you look up the word hiatus, Utada's picture needs to be right next to that word. It really does, because I always hear the word hiatus when I read about Utada Hikaru. All right. Next, today a statement was released on Utada's official site by a label representative. It too denied the rumors. This statement also confirmed that she is working on new material, but that the production is not yet at a level where a release date can be announced. All right, so we can at least say that Utada is working on new music. She perhaps even has new music, in the vault, where whatever you want to call it. But it's just too early to say a release date because things are just too up in the air right now. The statement finished by saying that when Utada does return, that it will be announced through her official website as opposed to the media being the primary source. So she will use her official website to announce her return, her official return. She won't go to the media first. However, the media will probably most likely cover it, which they should. It is a media-worthy event, worthy of media coverage. So yeah, they should. So that's pretty much the end of it. So I heard that Utada was supposed to be coming back in the summertime, but then they said the springtime, which I was like, uh-oh, like, nah, man, you better watch out. You need to just hurry up and sell as many albums as you can, and then, go on your own hiatus for a long time. Because like I said, when Utada comes back, these people, especially like the female solo artists, but especially just, artists in general, but especially the female solo artists, they need to either release their material way before Utada comes back or way after Utada comes back. Don't release your material the same week or even around the same time as Utada, because Utada most likely is going to eat up your record sales that you could have. Keep it real. Kind of like how people are saying with like what Adele has done. I kind of see Utada's come back similar to Adele's comeback. I see it playing out similar to that. And like I said, I'm not an extreme Utada Hikaru fan, but I am very, looking forward to her comeback and really want to see how this all plays out in the media and stuff like that. So I guess that's pretty much it. I think I said all I have to say. I'm going on for a good moment here. So let me bring this video to a close. Thanks a lot for watching, you guys. Feel free to comment. Feel free to subscribe. Feel free to give me a thumbs up. Your feedback and support are extremely appreciated and extremely valued. Until the next video, adios and goodbye for now.